As a professor in world politics, let's talk about the politics of food. In the UK, food prices are expected to be 50% higher in November 2026 than they were 5 years ago. That's absolutely nuts. You go and fill a one carrier bag and it's like 50 quid and you're like, my God, what just happened? I got mugged at Lidl. So to preempt this, the government asks supermarkets to introduce a voluntary price cap on basic goods. Basically, the items that people need to survive, can you just keep them low enough so that they can afford them? Pretty please, sugar on top. And the supermarket's response has been classically hostile. The chief executive of Marks and Spencer's described it as a completely preposterous idea and that the government should not get involved in running businesses. This is despite the fact that the government was offering incentives to the supermarkets for introducing this, which would then mean their profits won't hit that bad. But the supermarkets kick off and the next thing we're told that the government's done a U-turn. I'm reminded here of Jess Phillips's resignation letter in which she said that Keir Starmer's government is never willing to have an argument. In other words, they bow down to the tech companies, they bow down to the supermarkets, and they never stand up for us. Meanwhile, the mayor of New York is opening up supermarkets that sell basic goods at affordable prices. Of course, there are people warning that this is socialism gone mad. But either way, I get the impression people feel like he's fighting their corner. It feels ridiculous that I have to say it, but it's time for the Prime Minister to use all the power of the state to argue for the basic fundamentals of life, like food, housing, and water. If he doesn't do this, this begs the question, is the problem leadership or is it the underlying economic system?